Hey there, friends! Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my heart, trusting God's plan. Life can feel uncertain, right? We often find ourselves at crossroads, unsure of which path to take. No matter how much we plan, things don't always go the way we expect. Our carefully laid out plans can change in an instant. But here's the good news. God's plan is never shaken. It's as constant as the sunrise and as steady as the waves. Think about that for a moment. In the stillness, we can find comfort in knowing that His plan is unwavering. While we see just a tiny piece of the puzzle, God sees the entire picture. He knows how each piece fits together perfectly. He knows where each piece fits perfectly, even when our path takes unexpected turns. Those twists and turns are part of His grand design. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." Isn't that reassuring? We can have countless plans, dreams, and hopes, but ultimately it's God's purpose that stands. His purpose is always for our good. When we trust in Him, we don't have to live in fear or frustration. We can find peace in His promises. His plan is greater than anything we could imagine. It's more majestic than the highest mountain and more expansive than the widest valley. I know it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of life, trying to control every detail. We often feel stressed and overwhelmed. But what if instead we took a deep breath, let go of our worries, and found peace in knowing that His way is always best? Imagine the relief and freedom that comes with surrendering to His will. I've had moments where my plans completely fell apart. It felt like everything was crumbling around me. It felt like everything was crumbling. But looking back, I see God's hand guiding me through it all. Those moments of uncertainty were actually leading me to something far better than I had planned. Those moments of uncertainty were actually leading me to something far better than I had planned. Each step, even the difficult ones, brought me closer to His purpose. So if you're feeling overwhelmed today, remember this: God is in control. His love for you is steadfast, and His plans are for your good. His love for you is steadfast, and His plans are for your good. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." Friends, let's trust in that promise. Friends, let's trust in that promise. Let's embrace the journey, even with its twists and turns. Knowing that we are in the hands of a loving and faithful God, take a moment now, breathe deeply, and release your worries to Him. Take a moment now, release deeply, and release your worries to Him. Trust that His plan, no matter how it unfolds, is always good. Trust in His Son Jesus, no matter how it unfolds, is always good. The Father's love for us knows no bounds. Thanks for joining me today. Love yourself because Jesus does. Stay blessed and keep trusting in His perfect plan. See you next time.